You got half your husband's money in a divorce. Have you thought about making that money last as you start your retirement years? I've seen too many women have to go back to work after getting a settlement of millions because they didn't have a financial plan in place. Let's talk about how to take advantage of your divorce and make your money last. I'm Brad, certified financial planner and founder of Seaside Wealth Management. I'm passionate about teaching and coaching on financial topics, and that's why I create videos like this. If you find them interesting, please subscribe below and we'll send you more. In this video, I'll be discussing how I helped a recently divorced woman near retirement age navigate the financial complexities of divorce. So if you're over the age of 55, or married to a high income earner, and not involved in the family finances, this video is for you. I'm going to educate you and empower you to take control of your finances and maximize your divorce settlement so you can ease your anxiety, eliminate uncertainty, and most importantly, not have to go back to work. You've spent years raising your family. You deserve to travel and relax in retirement. Let me share a story with you of a client named Jennifer who went through a really difficult divorce. She got a large settlement, but she had absolutely no clue what to do with that money. When she came to us, she was embarrassed and a little ashamed because her husband had always run the finances and she really wasn't involved. She deferred and trusted him with everything related to budgeting and investing. That was the deal. She ran the house and he brought home the bacon. And as we worked through the process, we helped really unpack those feelings of shame and uncertainty to help educate and empower her and make her feel better about her finances. And while there was no scandal involved in the divorce, separating after decades of marriage resulted in a lot of emotions, and separating assets was a very rough situation for the entire family. Let me break down for you how they split up the assets. She got to keep the house with a small mortgage attached. She got half of her husband's 401k that was held at Fidelity, and she received half of the brokerage account that was held at Charles Schwab. She had a little bit of cash at the bank. Not enough to spend freely, but she had enough to get her by for a little while. And as far as income goes, she received alimony from her ex-husband, but no child support as all the kids were over the age of 18. Other than that, Jennifer had no income coming in, as she was very anxious that she'd have to go back to work as she hadn't had a job in over 20 years. Being that removed from employment, she shared with us that she didn't think her technology skills were really good enough to compete in today's environment. So as we worked through the planning process, Jennifer shared with us her number one concern and priority was to make sure that she didn't have to go back to work because she did not want to be the Walmart greeter in retirement. And also number two, she wanted to make sure that she did not run out of money in retirement. The other thing she said that was really important to her was to not be a burden to the kids. And then the pressing issue that was right at the forefront was she really needed to get health insurance. So we had to figure out how to work that into her budget, and we helped her shop for good health insurance out there and put a good plan in place for her. In addition to not wanting to be a burden to the kids, she also wanted to help them get a good start in life. And all at the same time, she admitted that she really needed to learn how to invest because her ex-husband had done it for her whole married life, and she just did not have an understanding of how the stock market worked. So together, we coached her, we partnered with her, we empowered her on how to do this, and we really worked through those, started with the living expenses to see where her money was going every month. And sure enough, we found that there was too much money being spent on the kids. She was paying for their insurances and their car payments and their cell phone bills, and there was really a lot of money being spent on the kids. There was also a lot of money going out to memberships and subscriptions that Jennifer didn't even really know or remember that she was paying for. And as we worked through each of those expenses, she realized that, wow, there's a lot of these expenses that were kind of on autopilot that she did years ago and kind of forgot about. We found thousands of dollars in the budget. And so the combination of really being more thoughtful and intentional about how to give to the kids without enabling them, as well as cleaning up some of the expenses, started to dramatically improve the situation for Jennifer. So what you can see here is when she first came in to see us, she was on track to run out of money in her lifetime. In fact, her worst nightmare was being realized here, and she wasn't even aware that she was kind of on this slow downhill, directional. She just was not in a good spot. And when we stress tested her plan, we found that the probability of her running out of money was actually quite high. So you can see the probability of not running out of money was low at 30%. She was significantly out of the confidence zone here. And so we needed to improve the situation. And so by implementing a couple of these small changes, not enabling the kids and finding some expenses that she really didn't need anymore, we were able to make some small tweaks that had great impact, especially when amplified over decades of her lifetime. Because at 55, she was still very young with many, many decades ahead of her. And so we were able to make these small changes, which had great impact over the course of the next 40 plus years, adding almost $3 million of value to her overall situation. She was happy. And in addition to that, what's probably more important than the $3 million is the fact that when we stress tested her plan, the probability of not running out of money was 100%. She was in such a better position. And these little adjustments that she had to make were not huge. They were not hard either. They were just tiny little tweaks that she was able to do, and her lifestyle didn't have to change dramatically. But by bringing a sense of awareness and a sense of intentionality to her finances, we were able to help her make these adjustments and put her in a position to not only survive, but really thrive in the next season of her life. If you're going through a divorce and can relate to the challenges that Jennifer faced, here are a couple of tips that you can apply to be proactive and get a head start in the process of taking advantage of your divorce. The first one, if your husband has a 401k, you should ask your attorney about a quadro. This is a qualified domestic relations order that's a legal document that defines how the 401k will be split. Basically, it's your way of getting access to his 401k. The second thing, and this is a question that we get asked all the time, is should you pay off the mortgage? And the answer is, it depends. So if you locked in a very low interest rate, 3% or below, you don't want to pay off that mortgage. You can invest the money and do much better than 3% with it. On the other hand, if you have a higher interest rate, you may want to think about paying off the mortgage because that's a great return on your capital. So what about Social Security? Whatever you do, don't get remarried, at least not until you're age 60. If you wait until turning 60, you can remarry someone and still be eligible for spousal benefits or survivor benefits based on your ex-spouse's Social Security earnings. What that means is, by not remarrying before 60, you're eligible to receive half of your ex-spouse's Social Security benefit for your lifetime. And when they die, you can receive all of their benefit, which is known as a survivor benefit. We know this is a difficult situation. It's never easy, even in amicable divorces. Here at Seaside, we are experienced in helping clients who are navigating the complexities of divorce, like Jennifer. Our relationship with you goes so far beyond money. We want to help you approach finances not just with a calculator, but with a heart to help you and an ear to listen. If anything in this video resonated with you, or if you would like someone to help you with your own finances related to divorce, please reach out to me and schedule a free call. I look forward to hearing from you and helping you.